Hi guys, welcome back. Yeah, it's not been that long, has it? But we're back with a new camera, so that'll be fun. Yeah, today's video is going to be a Slimming World video, all about my journey, top tips, everything you can imagine basically from my experience with Slimming World so far. So yeah, I really hope you enjoy, and if you do, make sure you like, subscribe, comment. Obviously all the support means the world, and I'll leave my Instagram like somewhere at the bottom for you all to follow, but I'm sure you already follow anyway, because I don't think anyone new is going to be watching this, but we can always hope that that will be the case. Also, can I say how hot is it today? My god, I'm sweating, and I'm literally against direct sunlight, so love that for me. But yeah, I think we'll just get straight into the video because there's a lot to talk about. So yeah, my Slimming World journey started February 2018, and it was a bit of like a struggle to get there, because in 2016 that's when my weight loss journey altogether started. I started to be mindful of what I was eating. I was getting quite heavy, so I decided to calorie count and join the gym. And I think at this point I was in sick form, so I was maybe 17, 18. So I was going to the gym, really enjoyed the gym, and yeah, I was really enjoying it. I'd lost, my starting weight was 12 stone 6. I got down to 10 stone 9, I remember, for my first holiday with Kyle and his family. So I went away, I was really happy with how I looked and everything, felt a lot fitter for it. But I was going on holiday and I was still in that mindset to want to calorie count, and who wants to calorie count on an all-inclusive holiday? Not me, hun. So I thought, no, like, I'm just gonna forget it. So I forgot about the app, but then when I got home, it carried, like, I never got back to it, and I ended up piling the weight on, and it took a bit longer, but I ended up getting back to 12 stone 4. So I started Slimming World at 12 stone 4, so I was £2 off my heaviest weight anyway. I just found it didn't work for me. It wasn't realistic, and I just thought, you know what, like I need to find something else. And we went to Amsterdam, January 2018, me and Kyle, and I just remember trying on these jeans. I'll never forget it. We went to Primark, and I tried on these, I think I bought home size 12, and they were too tight, and that's when I realised, I was like, no, like, I need to do something about this. Like, I was getting really like insecure, and I just felt like crap basically, and I wanted someone to join Slimming World with, and no one would come with me. I was fuming. I was like, please, anyone, come with me. I even put it as a Facebook status and still no one came. So I was like, I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet and go on my own. And I remember being so nervous. I took my sister the first night. It was a Tuesday group at 7:30. It was quite a new group as well, which I didn't realise it had just started the month before, so it was really small. And yeah, so I just decided to bite the bullet. I thought, what's the worst that can happen? And I saw about Slimming World being like a really good diet anyway. Like, you could lose weight on it like quite good without having to feel hungry all the time, and without going to the gym as well, because I'd been to the gym for so long, I got so obsessed with it, I ended up hating it. So yeah, so I joined Slimming World, and then moving on to group. So yeah, when you join group, you get like a book like that, and this is my old book actually. If you're an OG, you'll remember these ones. I've kept it though because I just think it's so cute. Comes with like a few bits and bobs in there, like packs and stuff, but this is the main thing. My card's in like the other one now, and if you look on the back, you'll see all my little stickers. So cute. Yeah, but if I go to this page, you'll see, I don't know if you can see, can you see there? It says I started on the 12th of Feb 18, and I was 12 stone 4. I didn't really have a target, but then I set it as 10 stone, which funny enough is why I am now. Yeah, and I remember being like, I'd lost £3 in my first week, then 2.5, and like by, I think it took me a good month and a bit to lose half a stone. And this got to 29th, so the end of December 18, before we had to get a new book. But I've always kept this because I just think it's so cute. So yeah, you get a book like this, and everything's explained so nicely. Like, you get told about your healthy extras, your sins. It was really easy for me to pick up. I think I picked it up within like a week. And you have like a meal plan that you give back at the end of a week, and then she just sees if you've gone anywhere wrong, like what you've done right, like where you could add more, like speed and stuff like that. And yeah, I found group a real help. I think it was nice to have the same scales every week, and you know you couldn't possibly be doing anything wrong. Like, the scales are there, and you don't have to move them around, and also you don't have to have scales at home that you constantly weigh on, because I don't know about anyone else, but I weigh all the time if they're in front of me. So I liked that element as well. and group is £4.95 a week. I don't know if it's changed now, because now I'm a Target member, it's different for me. And I think I paid £10 to start, but with the book and all the help that you get, it is worth it, I would say. And it took me, I think I did it in... No, I must have hit Target before I had that book, because I hit Target November. So it took me less than a year. So I worked it out, I think it was about £160, which to get all the information you do, the certificates, the book, the support, plus to obviously lose weight and stuff, like, I think it is worth it. So yeah, that was the start of group, and obviously slowly I moved on, and like I was losing more, and it got to summer and I'm a student, so in the summer I worked overtime, and like the Tuesday night group wasn't working for me anymore, so I joined a Wednesday morning group, and I never stayed to this one. I just got weighed and went, because by this point I was like more than halfway through my journey. So yeah, in the summer I think I'd lost like a stone, and I went to Turkey with Kyle, and I had the best time ever, and I felt so confident, like it was like unreal. And it took me ages to lose the first stone. When you think February to July, it's a long time to lose a stone, because I am a slow loser, but it's 100% worth it. Honestly, I felt amazing. And when before I went on holiday, I joined Instagram for my food diary and stuff, and that's how my Instagram came about. I saw like Harry and Brittany and people like that posting, and I thought, you know what, like, what's the worst that can happen? Like, I'll just post it. I don't think anyone will find it, like none of people I know, because that's one thing that everyone asked me, and I was so nervous about people I know finding it. Like, I would take myself on and off private. I was still really insecure about like people, like even now, like for me to be filming a YouTube video, I do not care. I couldn't care less what people say. Someone could watch this that knows me and be like, oh my god, what is she doing? She thinks she's a YouTuber. I'm gonna be like, yeah hon, so what? Like, I don't care, genuinely don't care anymore. But at the time I was quite insecure. Like, I'd put it on private and off private. I'd block and unblock people that found me, so they didn't follow me anymore. But I did really enjoy it, and I made friends from the off. And never in a million years did I think I'd be on nearly 30,000 followers. Like, it is mental. Like, it's literally changed my life. Like, I know it sounds dramatic, but not just changed my life as in the followers, I mean the confidence that it's given me. Like, for me to, like I said, be sat here and filming, it's mental, honestly mental. Like, but yeah, so I started my Instagram, went on holiday, and that really like kick-started the last stone and a half coming off. Like, I'd met friends and they were losing weight, and I was like, oh, I want to be on it. Like, I was posting all my food, finding new recipes, and I was like, this is what I want to be doing. Like, I want to be cooking new things every week, making it look nice for Instagram. You tend to have like, I was eating enough pasta for a family of 4, I'm not even joking. And then I thought, no, because if I'm posting it and it looks like I'm eating that much, that's not great. So it helped me portion control. I was adding more salad, because I thought I can't post nothing with no speed, like that's a cop out. So I'd be adding more salad, just generally eating better and feeling good for it and getting the support. And it's nice to see other people support you and be happy for you when you lose, because if you think about it, at home I would go home and I'd tell my family and they'd be like happy for me, but it's not, they can't really relate. Whereas having someone to relate and support you and feel genuinely proud is like amazing. So yeah, I literally love Instagram for that reason. It changed my whole experience. But yeah, throughout my journey, it really isn't easy. Like, it's not a walk in the park. You're not going to lose weight in like a day or a week or even a month. Like, you'll lose a bit, but it literally is like life changing. Like, I was taking obviously food to Kyle's. Like, I stop at Kyle's quite a lot throughout my journey, and I was taking, like, imagine like how much prep Slimming World meals take. Like, they take a lot of prep, loads of veggies to chop, frying things off, putting them in the oven, in the grill. I was taking bags of weighed out food, like cheese, pasta, all my veg and stuff, to Kyle's, prepping it before I go, whether that be before work or after work on a late. Like, I was doing it at all hours. Like, I put the effort in, so like the results will show if you put the effort in. So yeah, like, I did try really bloody hard. Like, that time of my life was mental. Like, I just remember like going out and I would quite happily swap for a healthier option. Like, I would, like, it was so hard to get into that mindset, but once I was in it, I was like, you know what, this is like amazing. How have I managed to be like this? Like, it was so easy to say no to things. But it's important as well to realise it's a lifestyle change. Like, you don't have to say no to everything. I was saying no more towards getting to Target, because I thought, you know what, if I can just get to Target, like, then I don't have to pay for them to tell me I've gained. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's free membership when you're at Target, so I might as well just wait, and then I can do what I want within the bracket that you can stay in. So yeah, I would say no to things, but I would never say no to, like, if there was an event on that meant a lot to me, or anniversaries, birthdays, like obviously not. Christmas, no. But little things that I didn't really need to go wild for, then I would just have a healthier option. But I would never let it affect me. Like, you have what you want and you move on. Like, it should never be a guilt thing. Like, it's like I said, a lifestyle change. That's the hardest thing to get used to, I think. The fact that a diet, it's not a quick fix. It's not like you diet, finish, and that's it. It's learning healthier habits for your whole life, and I think Slimming World is actually really good for that. So yeah, moving on to getting to Target, obviously that was unreal. Like, the feeling when I was like, oh my god. So one thing I will say about Target, actually, before I get into like how it feels and stuff, by the way, I have got shorts on in case you're thinking I'm like bare leg. I'm not. Yeah, the one thing I will say is, like, you don't just set a target and stick to it. Like, you really, like, it changes. So my original target was 10 stone. Then I was getting lower and lower, and I was thinking, actually, I don't want to be that low, so I set it to 10 stone 6. And then, because my original weight was 10 stone 4, I thought, no, 12 stone 4, sorry, I thought I may as well get to 10 stone 4 because it's a 2 stone loss and I get the certificate for the sake of £2. Then when I got to 10 stone 4, I thought, may as well go to 10 stone. But then once I was at 10 stone, I was preferring being in the 9s a bit, so I set my target at 9 stone 10, which it's been at for like ever now, so I can go £3 above and still be 9 stone 13, and then £3 below and be like 9.5 kind of thing. And yeah, so I'm going to explain Target first. So Target, obviously, free membership for life when you hit Target, providing you stay £3 above or £3 below your bracket. So I could be between 9 stone 7, 9 stone 13, anything between there is Target for me. So as long as I stuck to those like figures, I was all right. And like, once you're at Target, you weigh up to, like, once up to 8 weeks, so you could literally weigh once every 2 months. That's what I like about it as well, because I was going like once every month just to like keep a check, really. And you do get like extra healthy extras and extra sins and stuff, but I don't use them. I find my balance is good Monday to Friday, like on it, like I feel better for it. I'd rather not use like extra bread and extra sins, and then on the weekend just relax a bit, do things that I enjoy, do things I want to do, eat what I want to eat. And then as long as I'm back to it, even if I'm not back to it, you know, I'm at Target, like I said, lifestyle change. So yeah, that's how I manage Target, but it really is different for everyone. Like, it's one of those things. It takes a while to learn it for yourself. Like, you kind of don't realise like what my ear is so annoying me, honestly. Can you tell? Yeah, it kind of takes a while for you to realise what your balance is, and it took me a while. I was still going every week for like a few months, and I was still getting upset if I was gaining, and I'm like, but I'm still in Target. I'm not going to stay this same direct weight forever. Like, I'm going to fluctuate. So I found going less really helped me out. And obviously the support of Instagram is 24/7. So if you're one of those that are worried about not having group, like, Instagram is amazing for that. Honestly, the community is just unreal, and that's what's helped me stay on plan for so long and motivate me to do other things. Like, I went for a run at 9 AM. Who does that? Clearly me today, and I would never do that. But the fact everyone else does it on Instagram, I'm like, oh, I might as well try it and see if I enjoy it. And I do actually enjoy it now. Like, it's something to do. It makes you feel good after, makes you want to eat healthy as well, which I find is always a winner. So yeah, you have to just find your balance, and once you find your balance, like, it's great. I mean, I'm 21. I don't want to be following a diet for the rest of my life. Like, I want to go out, enjoy myself, spend time with Kyle, spend time with my friends, and I feel like Slimming World does allow you to do that. Like, especially when you're at Target, I feel like I live my best life every day. But yeah, and I'm just going to go into like a typical day of what I eat on Slimming World, because I feel like that might help. So a typical day for me would be like, I always start my day with poached egg on 2 slices of small wholemeal bread. Like, I love that, and everyone on here knows I love that, with salt and pepper. Yeah, so I always have egg on toast for breakfast with either a normal tea or a green tea. In this hot weather though, I've got to have a glass of water because it's just boiling. And then lunch, I tend to opt for just easy things because I'm so busy. If I'm not working, I'm always out at lunchtime. Like, I'm rarely ever in for lunch. So if I'm in, like, if I'm rushing somewhere, I'll take a pasta and sauce packet. They're the bachelor's ones, and I tend to have cheese and broccoli, which is 2.5 sins. I add a bit of cheese in there for my Hex A allowance. And yeah, I'll have that with like fruit, seafood sticks. I have some crisps, sometimes some, I usually opt for hula hoop puffs or Ringos, which are 3 sins. I think the puffs are 3.5 sins, don't correct me, like, no, I mean correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what they are. So yeah, I'll have those for lunch, like a bit of a picky lunch, or sometimes, I rarely ever save my healthy extra B, but if I do, I'll have like a wrap or something for lunch. If not, I tend to have like tuna pasta if I know I'm not having pasta for dinner. I'm not too fussed about having carbs on carbs, like it's never really affected my weight loss, so as long as I'm measuring them out and I'm not having loads, I think it's okay. Dinner varies for me really. I usually like a pasta bake, any kind of cheesy pasta bake every time, but I like to mix it up, sometimes chicken and chips, like I love the Slimming World chips. What else do I have? Like lasagna, spag bowl, things like that, I love those. I love to have like a salad in the warmer months with like kebab, or obviously healthy kebab, like the skewers, what you can make. Yeah, so that's kind of my day on Slimming World. And then I usually have like a Fibre One bar for pudding, or a Bliss bar, or a Skinny Whip bar, something like that, maybe a yogurt, like a fat-free yogurt. So yeah, that's my typical day, and I tend to stick between 8 to 11 sins. Like, while we're in lockdown, I've been having more sins because I think it just bored me eating more than anything, but I tend to stick to the lower end of the sins, because if I have higher, I tend to just maintain. And when I'm trying to lose, when I'm maintaining, it's great because I can just do that, but when I'm trying to lose, obviously I try and have lower sins, so it's a better chance of losing, if that makes sense. So my first top tip would be measure everything, literally everything. So you want to measure your cheese, your pasta, any healthy extras you want to measure out. Yeah, I find that helps me. And milk and stuff like that, like you don't want to second guess it, because you'll accidentally go over sins, you know, like tablespoons of sauce and stuff like that, and then you'll wonder where you've gone wrong, but you don't realise little things like not measuring properly can make a difference. So I definitely invest in some scales, definitely to measure everything out. I'd say plan all your food out. See, with me, I've got another video on how I do like my Slimming World essentials, my shopping and stuff like that, and how I plan. But I tend to plan the week before, so like on now, between now and tomorrow, I'll plan out my week, and then I'll go on Sunday, do a food shop. And it doesn't have to be like exact, like I'm sure I have loads of things in the cupboard. If I want to mix things up or swap days around, you know, it's quite easy to do so. It's just a basic idea, and it stops you overspending, because on Slimming World, believe me, it's easy to overspend. So yeah, I will go on Sunday and do the food shop, and then I've got a plan for the week, and I fit my life into this diary. So I will put, if I've got work days, so say if I'm on a night shift or a late shift, depending on what I'm on, my food will be different because of that. So then I'm not rushing around on the day thinking, what the bloody hell am I going to eat? Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I definitely say plan everything out. It helps so much. Like if I ever have a week where I'm lacking motivation, I haven't done a meal plan, I find I'm just off plan. Like that's just the end of it, because I've got nothing in, like nothing that I would like anyway. Like I haven't planned a good week, so do you know what I mean? I don't know what I'm going to have. It's just a bit of a faff, so I'd definitely say plan. Another thing, take loads of before pictures. I know you might feel disgusting, but every single angle possible, because you'll thank yourself for it, trust me. I had 2 pictures, in fact 3. One of them is in my blatant underwear, so I never post it on Instagram, but it's a good reminder for me personally. There's one in my gym wear that everyone has probably seen 10 times over, because it's like the only one that I upload really. And there's another one when I was in Amsterdam trying on those jeans, of me hanging out of these jeans, and I just so wish I'd have took more. And I did take more, but I deleted them because I was so mortified. I thought if they don't exist, then I can't look at them. And now I just wish they'd, even if you send them to someone and get them to keep it, I wish I'd have sent more to Kyle for Kyle to keep, and he could have like sent them back when I felt comfortable, now when I've lost the weight, because I was so good at hiding the weight. All the pictures of me before are just not accurate, because it was before obviously I'd lost all the weight, but I was so good at hiding it. So you can't really tell that much of a difference, because I would wear outfits that would make me look slimmer, if that makes sense. So I definitely say take pictures in all angles and keep them, or send them to someone else. Also keep all your old clothes, because I have old clothes now that I try on and I feel amazing. Like there was these pair of trousers that I wore for Kyle's mum's wedding, and I'd lost about £5 then. I think I was like at the start, this was March, I was at the start of my journey, and like I felt unreal in them, like amazing, but they were still quite tight, and now they literally hang off me, and I'm like, I never thought I would see the day that that would be the case. So definitely keep old clothes to look back and take pictures in, and yeah, because it's like a visual reminder, it's like a non-scale victory. Another tip I would say, and this will probably be my last tip, would be to set small goals. So I always had small goals in mind that I could reward myself when I got to them, if that makes sense. So things like holidays, obviously that's quite a big like event coming up, but it's a small goal. So if you've got, say, a month to holidays, set a small goal. Say, oh, I want £6 off or £4 or whatever you want off for that holiday. It's not like seeing the big picture, like, oh, I've got this many stone to lose, because it is hard to look at the big picture and think, wow, I've got a long way to go. You just have to see it in small steps. So for me, it was like, even like a little event, like I said, Cole's mum's wedding, I wanted to lose about £4 or £5 for that, just to feel better in myself, and I did it. So I'd 100% recommend setting small achievable goals and learning not to reward yourself with food, because food shouldn't be a reward. Food is what you need to survive. So I would definitely say, if you're going to reward yourself with something, put a list of things you want, maybe some new makeup, some new clothes. Treat yourself that way. That's how I treat myself now. Yeah, it will make it more worth your while anyway. When you've got a new parcel coming through the door, you'll be like, that's because I lost a stone, hon. So yeah, that's my last tip really. And I'm just going to talk about my 2 essentials which keep me going on Slimming World. So yeah, apart from the obvious Slimming World books which you'd need to go to group anyway, I would say first thing, some scales. I'm going to take it apart, but just literally cheap kitchen scales. I mean, these are absolute mess now, but they cost about £7 from Asda, and they literally come with me everywhere. Like if I go to Kyle's, if I was to go to Milan and Grandad's, anywhere, they come with me so I can weigh out my food. And they're just a godsend, because they're like digital. It's just so easy to weigh things out, and it makes life easier. If you don't have scales, you definitely need to invest in some, because it will just help your journey massively. It just makes life easier. And the next thing is obviously a diary. And I don't know about anyone else, but I am an organised freak and I'm obsessed with stationery, and I have Princess Planning Diary from Charlotte. She's a little shout out to Charlotte actually. Yeah, she's lovely, she's amazing, and her business is like everything I would want in a business. So I've got like a bundle, so obviously it comes with a little pen and it looks like this inside. So I've got my little countdown, and then a typical day, I'll just turn to a random day. I don't know if you can see that, yeah? So it just literally, you can slot in what you're eating, your sins. She does stickers, like, should we get my stickers out? Let's get the stickers out. Like stickers like all over the shop to fill in, and it's just a fun way of like adding it to your lifestyle, if that makes sense. Like knowing you've got cute stationery makes you want to do well, so you can write all your stuff in your little diary. She has loads of bits to add to it, like lifestyle bits as well, but I just think it's handy to have. Like that comes everywhere in all bags with me as well, because I just think you always need it. If I go to Kyle's, that is coming with me, best believe. So yeah, I'll leave a link to her website down below. But her stuff is unreal. Like you probably would know her. Like if you're following Slimming World and you're watching this video, you definitely know Charlotte from Princess Planning. But that's a staple in my weight loss. I've always had a diary, whichever brand it be. I've always had a diary, but Charlotte's are the best, if you don't mind me saying. So yeah, I think that's everything I've covered about my journey. I've lost 2.5 stone now, so my current weight, I'm sitting at 10 stone at the moment, but my obviously I'm £1 above target right now, which is not ideal, but it's £1, you know what I mean? It's not that big of a deal. So yeah, so I just thought I'd fill you in, because I feel like we know each other on a different level now, do you know what I mean? You know, a whole life story weight loss wise, and I'm sure you're going to get to know me in other ways on YouTube as well, but I just thought it was a quick and easy way, especially for beginners, to understand like the tips, how long it takes. It is not a walk in the park. Not everyone loses £8 in their first week. I lost £3 and I think that was bloody good. Not everyone's a quick loser. It took me a while. Like it's a long thing and it's an exhausting thing, but it's such an achievement, and I feel like you just have to give it your all and just never ever compare yourself to anyone else. Like who cares if Karen has lost 10 stone, hon? I've lost 2 stone and I feel good for it, so I don't care. And yeah, basically that is it. So if you enjoyed, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I'm really enjoying using this new camera as well. Like it's such a cute little setup. But yeah, I'm going to try and get loads of content done this week. I've got a week off work. If you know me on Instagram, you'll know. So expect to see loads more videos. I've got loads of stuff lined up. So yeah, hope you enjoyed and I'll see you next time.